Hello there, you're welcome to Hillcop TV. My name is Collins Nanaya Abebrese. Now, in this video, I want to show you the new refurbished Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum in Ghana. But before I show you the video, I would like to give you a brief background to this wonderful mausoleum, and I must commend the president for it. It is very, very, very beautiful. Now, we all know that Nkrumah died in exile in Guinea. Okay, and so when Nkrumah died in exile, it was the Progress Party, which was in power, and these were the same people that overthrew Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Hence, the body of Nkrumah was not allowed to be buried in Ghana, so he was buried in Guinea. Then the National Redemption Council, led by a champion, came, and in 1972, which is today, on the 7th of July, 1972, today, Nkrumah's body was flown from Guinea to Ghana to be buried here. So initially it was buried in Nkrofo, in his hometown. But then in 1991, when Rawlings came to power, Rawlings also decided to build the refurbished, museum that we are about to watch. It was, Rawlings who built that mausoleum for Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and that is what we all knew as the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. And it was inaugurated by His Excellency the late Jerry John Rawlings. He felt that Nkrumah was an icon of Africa, and therefore he didn't deserve to be in that small village in Nkrofo, and therefore he decided to build that mausoleum that we all know, or we are all familiar with, in Accra. And the body of Nkrumah was again exhumed from his hometown in Nkrofo and reburied here in Accra. Then in 2023, just some few days ago, last year or so, it was announced that that mausoleum built by Rawlings was going to be under some renovation. And lo and behold, just 2-3 days ago or so, the mausoleum was, of course, finally open for the public to come. And I must tell you, it is a very, very beautiful site, to hold. It contains a presidential palace where you learn a lot about the life of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, a place where you get access to all his belongings, his tables, his caps, his shoes, suits, his cars. I'm just blown away, and I must commend the New Patriotic Party led by Nana Addo Akufo-Addo to do that. So let's watch the video, and then you can share your view or comment in the comment section.
Memorial Park is a significant monument dedicated to the memory of Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It also serves as the resting place for his mortal remains and that of his wife, Fatia Nkrumah. Located on the former British Columbia Polo Grounds in Accra, where Ghana's independence was declared, the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park has become a popular attraction site since its establishment in 1992. The premises has on display objects from various stages of his life. Subsequently, it fell off due to lack of constant renovation of the facility. For you as a visitor in Ghana, these are what you are likely to see when you visit the newly developed and expanded Kwame Nkrumah Museum. With these renovations, the park is poised to create jobs and boost the country's travel and tourism trade. The Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park will be opened until 9 p.m. each day and rented out to event organizers to host performances. Well, behind me is a quote by the late first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and it says, "I am not African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was born in me."
So there you have it, the Kwame Nkrumah, of course, presidential palace together with the museum or the mausoleum, and it's just so beautiful. You know, the cocoa, the car, everything is just on point. I'm just happy as a Ghanaian because I know that one of the first place of tourists, the first, of course, point of call of many tourists, whenever they come to Accra, is the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, because of the nature of the man and how controversial, you know, issues surrounding his life. So it is in the right direction that it should be renovated to his standard. And this, I think, is so beautiful, and it's not only going to help to continue the legacy of Nkrumah's ideas, but however, this is going to generate a lot of income for the country. And I learned that it was the World Bank who gave Ghana money in the reconstruction or in the renovation of the whole mausoleum, and I believe that the country is going to pay back, and the money that they are going to get from this mausoleum would be used to repay that loan, which I think from the World Bank, in the renovation of the place. And I'm so happy. It's a very interesting place. You got to go there and visit there one day. Share your view in the comment section. Thank my president for doing that for our one and only Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.